Nerd Takes.
Nerd Takes.
I'm John.
I'm Justin.
And we are here to discuss the Wild Turkey Master's Keep Beacon. So, a little bit about Wild Turkey Master's Keep. This is the highest proof release in Wild Turkey Master Keep series, blending a 16 and 10-year-old bourbons to honor its legacy and future. This release marks the first time Bruce Russell's name appears alongside Master Distiller Eddie Russell, celebrating generational craftsmanship and the distillery's evolving vision. So this is the 10th one, and rumor has it this is the last.
Oh, really?
The last one in the Wild Turkey Masters Keep, series or whatever. So we'll see if they come out with something else. Obviously, they've been doing the Russell's 13. This is Wild Turkey, so this is Russell's 13. This is Russell's 15. So they've been putting out some stuff, but this will be allegedly the last one in the Masters Keep. So a little more on that. This is from Eddie Russell. When we set out 10 years ago to launch the Master Keep series, we knew we had something special, but I never imagined the journey it would take us on. Our first release was the most unique whiskey we'd ever released, which I believe was a 17-year-old single barrel. And with each release, with each expression since, we've been able to share some of the rarest whiskeys in our rickhouses, all while staying true to who we are at Wild Turkey. Looking back a decade later, I'm very proud of what we created to date and looking forward to what's next. This is Bruce. Since joining the distillery, I watched my dad craft some incredible bourbons as part of the Master Keep lineup, all rooted in the principles and dedication to bold flavor established by my granddad. This final release feels especially meaningful as the first Master's Keep with my signature on the bottle and made using bourbon I helped create during some of my earliest days at the distillery. I'm proud to leave my mark on this iconic collection with a bourbon that represents a meaningful chapter in my own journey and paves the way for the road ahead. So this is, as I mentioned, blend of 16 and 10-year-old bourbons. It is 118 proof. The mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% barley. The MSRP is $300. The secondary is $450. And I did find some notes actually from Wild Turkey, albeit limited, but we do have some from Wild Turkey.
Well, first of all, it's got some pretty good legs to it. Not as good as ones we've seen recently, but it's not bad. I mean, 16 years in a 10-year, it's pretty well aged. And honestly, the fact that the mash bill is 75%, like you said, 75% corn.
Yeah, it's the turkey mash bill. Yeah,
you can tell it's turkey. I know. I mean, some of these. What's really interesting is that some of the higher end versions of turkey or beam or whatever, almost revert back to being very distinctive that it is that exact brand.
Well, we were opening this, before we recorded, and we just picked up the bottle and just took a smell. It's yep, that smells like turkey.
Right, and so it's so funny because if you have a Turkey 101 and then you have this, 16, 10-year-old whatever blend, you'd almost think it'd be completely different, but actually it almost reverts back to that traditional turkey. And that's not a bad thing. I like the smell of turkey. So
I enjoy.
But with the corn though,
products.
This is very sweet, and there's I feel like it smells like cherry Coke, it's cherry Coke or sugar or something. I hate to say I'd probably say like sugar, roasted melted sugar,
brown sugar, burnt sugar,
or whatever. Of course it is, because that comes from a barrel that's having
charred.
Done that, but
yeah,
it's very sweet. Yes, I'm just going to say it's very sweet.
It is pretty sweet on the nose. Yeah, I'm with you on the cherry.
I always say that, but maybe I'll be right.
You do always say that. So we have some notes, and this is actually from the distiller, and you may have hit the nail on the head. This one, aromas of dark fruit and cherry, followed by honey, vanilla, and cola.
I mean, doesn't it?
Cherry. So you said cherry Coke, and it's that's.
I'm sorry. It smells like cherry Coke, and now that I've tasted it, it tastes like cherry Coke. And I don't want to keep leaning into the cherry Coke aspect of it, but it's definitely got that. There's that spiciness of and I mean specifically, it's got like dark cola. There's something about that flavor profile that is very distinctive to me.
It's almost like a Dr. Pepper with the with the spices.
I actually
or
think
like
that-
maybe elements
I think
of that,
on
like
the-
a cherry
I think-
Dr Pepper.
I think 100%. I think actually on the palate, it's more Dr. Pepper than it was Cherry Coke.
Okay, yeah, because it is a little spicy. Like, and we talk about this a lot, where like the nose sometimes doesn't always match the palate. Where this is, it's still got a sweet palate, but it does have an element of spice to it
Yeah.
that I do enjoy.
It's got a nice spice to it. I'm trying to pull out like the particular spice on the palate, but it is. I don't know. It's decently oily.
But I do get the I still get the sweetness.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet on the palate.
Well, not right like front palate, like mid.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta, you take a sip, you swallow, you wait a couple, and then the sweetness starts to hit you. At least that's the way it was for me.
No, I would agree. And actually, what's interesting about like back palate and even into finish is that it's not ramping up spice wise. It's staying
No, it's
very
kinda staying steady.
staying very warm.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
staying
like a cascading sweet to spiciness, which
Right.
is things we've had recently. This is more staying sweet and consistent, and then just staying like a nice steady warmth all the way back through.
100%. 100%.
What's on the palate?
So they got sweet notes of caramelized sugar and toffee,
Okay.
transition to tea and warm spice.
Okay.
I didn't get the tea, but
No.
warm spice I definitely do get because I'm still getting it.
Right. Now on the finish, again, I'm gonna stick with sweet notes. So I think that it's definitely got some vanilla. I don't know. I feel like every time we taste one of these really good ones, you're supposed to get leather on the back end. I'm not gonna say that though, but if it is on there, I did say it out loud.
It's on there.
Oh, and I mean that's just what they always say, right?
Soft leather.
Soft. Oh, as opposed to hard leather.
Soft leather.
Okay, sure. There's some leather back there.
Calf skin. I don't fucking
Okay. But no, I think it stays pretty steady sweet. I'm not getting a whole lot of over the top spices, and it's really good warmth, and it's sticking around for a good amount of time.
Yeah, so they've got long, warm finish of aged oak and soft leather.
Okay.
So I guess that's where the
That's the-
age starts to show itself. Because again, you're talking like the oak and leather are typically those are the notes that you get when something's older.
Yeah.
A little bit older than what you're used to.
Okay.
But yeah, even with water, the finish does stay around. I will say with water, the note gets sweeter. Or I'm sorry, the nose gets even sweeter after you add water to it. Justin, what do you think?
I think for the nose, you're getting you're getting a lot more of the honey, like you
Yeah.
said, as
Yeah.
opposed to like just the cola
The water
stuff.
definitely brings out a lot more
Yeah.
of the sweetness.
I haven't put water in mine. I should try that. I like the cherry cola aroma and the cherry Dr. Pepper kind of taste to it. I think my favorite aspect of it, though, is all of your notes. I'm with you on. There's a warmth that I can feel going down in the
just
finish.
stays
It just stays there.
Yep.
The first sip, where I was just kind of coating it in my mouth, it like felt like a switch turned on. I'm like, oh, and now there's the heat, but it wasn't overwhelming. It was very consistent. Like now it's on, and it. I don't know. I like that warmth. It felt really good for. I don't know. This is like a fall part. Like I always place bourbon of like, where would I have this? I would have my guests at a fall event in my house be sipping on this because it feels warm and it's quite nice taste. Like I like the taste all around. So, yeah. The one thing I did write down was I don't know. Justin, I think I'm where you were a couple months ago. I don't know what leather tastes like.
I don't know what leather tastes like.
I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of that.
I certainly don't know the difference between leather and soft leather.
Feel?
No. Yeah, I don't know what it tastes like either.
Yeah.
Smell, sure. Taste, no.
Yeah, that is. I can definitely, when there's certain bourbons and whiskeys that have the leather nose to it,
Yeah, you can pull that out.
I can get that
It's
for
easier
sure.
to pull out, for
Right.
sure.
And that could just be like a really nice leather wallet or something.
leather-
Generally not
A
sucking.
leather-bound book.
Nice. That's fun. That was a rich mahogany. Maybe that's what you need to start thinking of. Like maybe it tastes like mahogany.
Maybe.
No? Okay.
Would Ron Burgundy? Would Ron?
Would
implement
he
this?
approve of this?
I think he would.
Well, so I guess we're on to a
It's
rating.
not Scotch though, so whatever. Yes, rating.
So it's $300 MSRP.
MSRP is 300. 450 secondary.
So 450. I'm not even gonna say what ranking I would give it if it was 450. If this cost 450. That's crazy.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
6.
I was gonna say 6 or 5.
Okay.
I was around there. I was around.
It's a Hoff
I
loop.
was probably 5'5". I was like, we're just seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
Isn't
It's a thin ghost loop.
that what we decided was 5'5"?
Yeah, because he sees a ghost
Just
on
seeing
Hoff,
ghosts.
and then he's a force ghost.
So that at 450. Now I do think it's worth noting, and I'm telling myself I'm not going to be biased, but I did not have the best experience when I visited Wild Turkey over the summer.
You've mentioned this, yeah.
I've mentioned it. They were not very hospitable. Their Wi-Fi was down. That kind of stuff happens. Customer service was,
They could have reacted better to their systems being down.
and their customer service was. The people working there were actually very, very apologetic, and they were very nice. It was maybe after the fact. I don't know, but I'm trying not to let that bias.
Yeah,
But it's pretty hard not to.
Because we do enjoy.
I do.
Lots of Wild Turkey
I'm on the
products.
record of saying I love almost all Wild Turkey project
They've
products.
done a lot of good stuff.
101, Rare Breed, and all of these extra like fun ones with Russell's, obviously. The Russell's 10 even. Anyway,
All of them. Store picks.
yeah.
You name it.
So, but like that $300 price point is for me, it's kind of a sticking area. I think this is a very good offering from Wild Turkey. I really enjoy the initial nose. I really enjoy the palate. Actually, the finish is pretty
The
solid.
finish
too.
is really solid.
The finish is maybe the strength of this. I do like cherry cola, and that did stick out pretty close. So, all of those variables included, and because it's $300, I'm going to say, I don't recall what 7.5 is. Do we have a saying for 7.5?
Sweaty Luke.
Oh yeah, Schwetty Luke. I'm
Schwetty
sorry.
Luke.
That's like our. So Schwetty Luke is my rating.
Okay. All right. I am going to.
Don't let me influence you.
Oh no, I'm not going to let you influence me
Okay,
at all.
good. You either, Justin.
I'm gonna go New Hope. I'm gonna go 8.5.
Yeah, it's fair.
I do enjoy this one. There's aspects of it that, I mean, you can nitpick anything, but I appreciate the finish on this one. I was leaning 9, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's quite there. It's close. It's probably closer to 9 than it is to 8. I like the sweetness. I like the finish. You make very good points about the price point of it, but I mean, throw everything to the side. It's still a really good. It's a very good offering from Wild Turkey.
I think that's where
Is it their best? No. I would have to rank Russell's 13 batch 1
100%.
and then the Russell's 15 over this one, but this is close. But
Yeah.
those two are hard for anybody to keep up with. So
But they're also half the price.
they were also cheaper, both of them.
So I know.
I mean, when the 13 came out, that was what, like when the first one ever came out,
130?
120,
Yeah.
125 or
So
something
we're
like that, which is
we're
nuts.
throwing price out. I mean, the number jumps, and maybe that's unfair for me to rate it that way. Because if it is, if I
Rate it however you want to rate
if
it.
it's just this is a bottle of bourbon, and I'm ranking them on like the as every bourbon I've ever had or whiskey I've ever had, like how does it rank? Now we're talking. Now it's moving up into the 8s and 9s.
For sure.
But I
100%.
mean, I like to rate. I think you got to rate based on value and price point,
Yes.
and even availability too.
I mean, and some of the people we've talked about them before, like Breaking Bourbon, like part of theirs is one of their criteria is value.
Yeah.
And you can have something that's 4 barrels, 4.5, 5, and then value is 2.
Right.
Because
I think
this is great, but is it worth, like not in this case, but is it worth $500? No.
And I think that's maybe where that's what's like adjusting my score is I'm putting an emphasis on the value here.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
And again, availability too, because
Availability.
We just talked about the previous episode. If you can walk into a distillery and find a a bottle that is hard to find but is readily available at the distillery,
Right.
I'm gonna like that a little bit more maybe than something that, despite it being, because I don't buy into like the rarity value, like because you can't find as much of it, it means it's better. I think that's bullshit marketing.
The pat value.
Yeah, the patent value, or like the toilet paper
Sorry,
scare of 2020, like value, like that kind of stuff is like people being marketed to, and frankly being kind of dumb. And I'm not saying now inherently because there's fewer bottles left, or fewer bottles sold because it's a limited edition, perhaps that will make it better, but that doesn't automatically make it better for me in my opinion.
Like I went to Total Wine on my way here. Stopped by Total Wine off Manchester just to see what they had, and they had they had the Triumph, which was the release previous to that. It was sitting in the case.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, this one, now I don't know if it's because it's a mix of a 10 and a 16 bourbon. It's the highest proof ever. It's the last one in the release. You can't find this anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, that all factors into
All of those factors in, especially with it being like they're saying that it's going to be the last one. Like everybody is going after this one.
Yeah. But Elton John's had 6 last Yellow Book Road tours.
That's
So
why I
see if
say,
that's-
like, they're saying it's the last one on here. Everybody's saying it's the last one. It's like, I'll believe it when I see it.
How many farewell tours did Eagles have?
At least 2.
At least 2.
And, well, they had one, and then they're still playing at the Sphere.
Okay, so
So you could still go see them, like,
Yeah.
right now. Go to Las Vegas, and you can see them. They're still playing. They don't travel anymore, but
Right.
or at least not right now, but they're in Vegas.
Yeah, okay. Justin?
What do you think?
I'm going 6.5, mostly because of the same reasons kind of cited of, I agree with something being rare doesn't make it better. Something being expensive doesn't make it better, right? And to me, there's a level of Starbucks coffee aspect. If we're going to take some really cheap coffee and make it more expensive to make it sound better.
Yeah.
I think this is very good, don't get me wrong. But at that price point, I don't know. This wouldn't be my favorite, so that's why I'm going 6.5.
No. Yep.
You drop the price, my score is definitely going to go up
Yeah.
because it's going to be.
Yeah.
This is in my wheelhouse, but it's kind of on the side of my wheelhouse. So I'm like, for $300, I'll find something I like a little bit more.
Well, and these releases, I mean, just like everything else, they've steadily increased. Like you go back 5 years, and these are not costing this much money. You cut the price of this in half,
Oh,
and we're
suddenly
talking
I'm in the 8-9.
It's
me too.
absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. It's just the world we live in, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
still good, man. Thanks for bringing it.
It's still fantastic.
Yeah.
If you can find one, check it out. Find a bar, buy a pour of it, just because you probably won't find a bottle anywhere. And 450 secondary is that's a little steep. So yeah. But if you can find it, check it out.
Yep.
Nerd Takes.
Nerd Takes.